Hello lockdown friends, I hope you're all staying safe no matter where you might be in the world today. I'm going to take you for a point of view exploration. Never know what we might find out here in these very rarely visited parts of the Riverine Reserve ecology. I see there's been a disturbance from a porcupine recently. We'll go have another look at that in a moment. We're going to start the adventure now in a very rarely seen boundary area of the reserve, right across through the dense reed forest, the riverine ecology, through into the seldom visited area. Many wild animals come visit here, and of course the puppies and myself are going to go for a little exploration. It's quite an overcast, cool day, but really the temperature outside this forest makes very little difference. It can be over 40 degrees centigrade, and very little heat actually gets into this forest. It's really a world within a world. Incredibly, I see very fresh signs of porcupine. It's a giant rodent, Hystrix africae australis, also known as the Stegelvark in Dutch, and Stechelschwein in German. In Afrikaans, they're known as the Eystervark. That's one of my favorite names for them. Direct translation would be the iron eyster, vark is pig. So the iron pig, Hystrix africae australis. What I like about this name of the iron pig is you can clearly see how fences are not a barrier to what I like to call nature's truly wild animals, because they can go wherever they choose. Fences such as this, even though attempts have been made by my neighbor to curtail the movements of wildlife, they will simply go under, through, and over fences without any issue. This dung is what I like to call a bush cook sister. South Africans will know what I'm talking about here. Or a vegan cook sister, which is basically a plaited type of dough. And the dung of this herbivore is plaited in this way. It's actually been pushing through this fence, and that's why there's such an abundance of porcupine quills lying all over this area, or what I prefer to call pied ivory. Now, pied ivory is of course a very real concern, as many porcupine are killed unsustainably for their quills. We're going to be moving on, see what other interesting things we might find here. Such an undisturbed area, never know what we might come face to face with here as I'm moving along down the boundary fence. All right, puppies, let's go. These are my most expert guides. As I guide you, they'll be guiding me. Come on. And of course, it's very easy to slip down here with all the loose leaves. I will try not to do that. I will also try to give you a point of view as I'm going along to put things in perspective. Very steep gradient. This is in fact part of a river bank heading up hundreds of meters. It's a massive, massive river system. And here we can see some of these old trees extending up into the sky. More recently, with big windstorms we've experienced here, fences have been damaged. Trees have actually been blown over and broken with the extreme wind that we've had here. All right, we're going to see if we can get through this area. The area of the recently collapsed tree has damaged part of the fence line. The puppies have already navigated through here where porcupine has come through, and I'm trying to get through without getting stuck on this fence. So here we go, point of view. It wouldn't be an adventure video if I didn't show you the difficulties in exploration also. Hopefully I don't stand on a puffadder. This is a very dense area, lots of hiding places in the leaves for them. Of course, it's a very real threat out here for ambush predators such as that. And all of this rotting detritus here makes for a lovely variety of habitats for different species. All right, we're through. Let's go explore. Always curious what we might find out here. Hey, puppies. Come on. We're going to go under this. Come. Let's go. Let's see. I will go under the log. Yeah. Excellent. All right, there's some openings over here that we can navigate through. Come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Amara, Kia. Come on. Good girls. Woo! That's fun. Let's go. Come on, Amara. Take us. She already knows the route. It's amazing. And we haven't been here for a long, long time. Probably over a year. Huh? What's going on here? Lots of interesting smells for them. It must be incredible to have those type of olfactory super senses which they have. All right, let's go see what's over here. Come on, Amara. We're going this way. Come. Come on. Good girl. Take us, Kia. Go find it. Go find it. Of course, this is the porcupine pathway leading up to that part of the fence where it shed all those quills. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. For those of you who've seen my other reserve videos, this is just to give you an idea of the varied ecology of the reserve, because it's so easy to think it's just an open valley with lucerne and barley fields and succulents and so on. And then we have this. Very, very different. Beautiful. Of course, river areas are prime place for exotic plants such as this. It's the only one in the area. And reserves, of course, are famous places for rivers to go through. And it's an ongoing war with aliens. If you've seen any of my alien videos, you'll know what I'm talking about here. These alien invader species of plants spread very easily through hydrocory, water dispersal. All right, here's another avenue that has been made by creatures. Might come back and explore that. Depending on how dense this pathway is. Can we get through here? Hell no. This will be a challenge for sure to get through. But I'm here for challenges. Let's do it. All right. Of course, that's what exploration is. Never know what we might find. I love it. Now we're entering the reed forest. So we're leaving the trees behind. Let's go and explore. Of course, I'm having to fold 6 foot of body down to 40 centimeters. Fortunately, I'm not having to combat crawl through here yet. So I'll change the point of view to give you an idea. Just to give you a different point of view as I explore part of this reed forest over here. It's very, very dense, but wild animals have made a pathway through here, which I am going to attempt to navigate. Let's do this. I love exploring. It's wonderful out here. So undisturbed. There probably hasn't been another human in this area for years. All right, we've got through the main part here. It's opened up quite a bit. I can hear the river rushing by fairly close. Got through this very narrow tunnel of reeds. This reminds me a bit of a virtual reality headset. Except, of course, as I take you along with me on this adventure, the difference is this is the real world and I don't know what is up ahead yet. All right. It's lovely and dense here. Aha, we have got through the reeds, back into the thick forested area. Quite an interesting ecotone, a range overlap of ecology. So diversity of species here will be higher because there are more habitat types for them. Wonderful. So we managed to navigate through this jungle of reeds and come out here again. I see there's another pathway going off towards the river, but the puppies already know which direction to take me in. They are absolutely incredible at navigating. Let's go. Good. Of course, they've got a head start because they'll simply be following wildlife trails, and the wildlife know exactly where to go to get through these jungles. All right. Interesting to have the thick reed forest just to the one side here. And these big trees just on the opposite side of it. All right, navigation. It's getting a bit challenging here again. Let's see if we can get through here. I'm curious to see where this comes out now. Yeah. All right. Good puppies. Excellent. Nearly at the river. Good girls, well done. Clever puppies. All right, I can hear the river probably about 20 meters or so away. So we're getting through. That is excellent. And back out into the sunlight. What a difference it makes being in there. All right, friends, Kia has stopped here briefly to investigate the scent. As animals come past these plants, they will rub against them. And this plant is incredibly dangerous. This is in fact known as Ricinus communis or Ricinus communis, scientific name for castor oil or ricin, which is contained within this, which is as deadly as anthrax, but it needs larger amounts. Very, very nasty plant, and they spread along the river systems if they are not eradicated. Here we can see some of the fruits. I'm not even going to touch this. Even the stems are warning you, do not touch me. Bright red again, aposematic. Definitely need to stay far away from these plants. They're not a joke. All right, over here we have some Datura stramonium, thorn apples, gifapple. They contain atropine, which can stop your heart. So again, another very dangerous invader species. Here we have a solanum species, also deadly. Good puppies. Did you navigate all the way through? Well done. This is where the floodwater line comes through. To give you an idea, I'd currently be underwater, and that's probably around 11 foot, and I'm 6 foot. So it's deceptive. Let's get through here. All right. Carry on the adventure trail as we cross through the Riverine area. Good puppies. Oh. And here we are, back to the familiar reserve swimming pool. And a reward for getting through the dense jungle of the reeds and trees. Of course, navigating down to the river through the wildlife trails, past the deadly alien invader plants, back into the familiar areas which we visit daily on the reserve.